Hey, it's Paul here on the Friendly Viewer. In this video, we're going to take a look at upgrading from the iPhone VS to the iPhone X. Before we begin, check out the description below for any links that I talk about, and also make sure to subscribe if you want to watch more videos just like this one. So even though I do a lot of tech reviews, I don't always have the latest gadgets that are out there. And I was a long holdout with the iPhone 5S, not wanting to upgrade to anything else until finally I pulled the trigger with the iPhone X. I'm going to get into why I did that, and also the big upgrade jump from 5S to 10 was pretty large, and my impressions on that as well. So let's get in the review. So topic number one is the processing speed and responsiveness. And this is probably the main reason why I finally upgraded. When I first got the 5S, it was super responsive, ultra responsive. I didn't notice any lag in it. And as the software updates kept coming in, it kept getting slower and slower. And my biggest pet peeve was the camera, taking an eternity to open up. And I have little kids, and a couple seconds has gone by. Whatever I was going to take a picture of is long and gone by then. So that camera needs to be ultra responsive. Now, I was one of those people that thought that they slowed down the software over time with adding new features or something to get you to upgrade, and it turns out that they actually are slowing down the software for battery reasons, and that's another topic, but a little annoyed with that. But anyways, I was pretty happy with it when I first got it, and now not so much so. Main reason why I upgraded right there. The iPhone X, oh my goodness, that is super responsive. It reminds me of when I first got the 5S. Everything that you do on it, the touchscreen, opening the apps, just goes super quick, and I don't really perceive any lag whatsoever. So topic number two is the camera. Obviously, I do a lot of photography and a lot of video work. I mean, you're watching me right here on YouTube. The camera in the 5S was pretty good when it first started. Here's some pictures that I took with it. And over time, I don't know if it's physical or optical, or if it's because the software is now geared towards the newer cameras. I don't know what it is, but the pictures have really diminished a lot. I mean, if you look at here, comparing the iPhone X to the iPhone 5, one looks foggy, and I've tried to clean it. It's not really dirt or anything on the lens. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks a lot worse than it used to. Now, the new cameras in the iPhone X, they are fantastic. They are higher resolution. I can do 4K with my iPhone X as well. So it's better cameras overall, but the 5S used to work better when I first got it. So that's a major reason why I upgraded as well. So that leads me into topic number three, which is size. For years, I carried around this 5S with me and got very used to the size and was pretty happy with it. So size was not a reason why I upgraded. It was actually more of a downside from upgrading because everything's larger now. I wanted the processing power, as I just talked about, and the camera on the 8 Plus as well as the 10. And because the 10's a little bit smaller, I went to that. But it was a big change even moving from this 5S to the 10. I mean, that's a large size difference, and that gets me next to the screen. Topic number four, screen size. Now, I was pretty happy with the screen size of the 5S, but let's be honest, I didn't know what I was missing, but I wasn't complaining about it, and it wasn't a reason why I upgraded. And the 10, it's just massive compared to the 5S. I mean, the screen size is basically the same, but maybe even a little taller, but not quite as wide as the 8 Plus. But this is just a massive difference if you look at just the screen portion of it. So that was a nice benefit to it. As far as quality, it is nicer, but I didn't really have any issues with the 5S. So not really a reason why I upgraded, but wow, the screen's large. And dare I say right now, after I've gotten used to it, it might be a hair too large with that whole kind of reachability. I know there's a little trick to that, but I could deal with it being ever so slightly smaller, a little bit more towards that 5S size, but it's a really nice screen. Now, after I use this for a month or so, trying to go back to the 5S, wow, that screen is really small on the 5S, and I don't think I can go back now. I've been ruined. Topic number five, ports. Now, the ports on them are pretty similar, meaning they both have a Lightning port, but the 5S has the headphone jack. I prefer to have the headphone jack, so ports was definitely not a reason why I upgraded. Topic number 6, battery life. The 5S has held up pretty well over the years. The battery gets me through the day, even if I do a teleconference and use Facebook and YouTube and play a couple of games. Really not a big deal. The only issue is if I travel and use the GPS and do a lot of photos and videos and all those things, then I have to charge it throughout the day. So that's where it gets annoying. The 10, wow, that rocked me when I first got it. It lasted 2.5 to 3 days if I used it the same way I used the 5S. Now, if I use the new higher resource requirement augmented reality apps, that burns through the battery and it's about time to charge it after 1 day, but I'm pretty happy with the battery life on the iPhone 10, and that was a reason to upgrade. Topic number 7, weather resistance. Now, I've never had any issues with my iPhones over the years, never broke them, never cracked the screen, never got them waterlogged or anything, but it is a nice plus to have the iPhone 10 where it is splash proof. So that's a plus, but it's not a reason why I upgraded. The last topic is topic number 8, unlocking the phone. The 5S has the fingerprint ID, which works very well, and I'm pretty happy with it. I was really hoping that the 10 had the same thing, but no, it doesn't. It has Face ID where you look at it, you swipe up, and then you can unlock it. It works pretty well, but I'd really prefer just a fingerprint ID because that works in almost all situations compared to the Face ID. Now, on the flip side of that is this Face ID feature, though, with the scanner here, I bet there's a lot of cool things that people could do with this, so we'll have to wait and see in the future what people do with it to really weigh my judgment on this one, but it definitely wasn't a reason why I upgraded, but perhaps what the programmers do with it in the future might be worth upgrading to the iPhone 10 or whichever version has this Face ID feature on it. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the iPhone 10, even though there's a couple things I didn't agree with. Hold on. One more thing that's been bugging me. This is going to be topic 8.5. The buttons have changed since the 5S. And yes, I'm behind times on this. The button's been over here for a while, where on the 5S it was up here. But my problem with it is when I click the button, I often squeeze both sides and do a screen capture. Very annoying. Same things when I'm trying to do the volume up. I keep doing these screen captures. I don't like it, and I wish that button was shifted slightly. Okay, now to the ending. So this has been Paul with upgrading from the iPhone VS to the X. Thank you for watching.